What's up, guys? Dan here for BladeReviews.com, coming at you with my one and only custom knife. This is a knife made by maker Randy Church of Church & Son Knives, and I just really like this little knife and I wanted to share it with you guys today. Randy, if you haven't read the interview or are unfamiliar with him, is a custom knife maker from, I want to say, North Carolina. Maybe it's South Carolina. I'd have to double check the interview there, but he's a custom knife maker and he makes some really cool old world style knives and tools. He does all of his work by hand. He uses no power tools, uses no electricity, and even goes so far as to make his own charcoal for his forge, and uses all repurposed materials, whatever he can find, leather from boots and stuff, and for steel he uses old spring steel, files, whatever he can get his hands on. Just really cool stuff. And the guy's got some phenomenal history as well. He's a fourth generation blacksmith, and I think he's got some Native American blood in him. Just very cool. So when I came across his site, I had to send him an email and try and get him on the website here, and was fortunate enough to make that happen. And he still remains one of my favorite interviews, I think, just because he's such a character and is doing something a little bit different, and I totally respect that. So anyhow, after the interview was done, I had my eye on one of his little pocket Kiridashis here, and they were very well priced. I love every maker that I get on the site. I mean, I love knives in general, so and custom knives are just even cooler, and I'd love nothing more than to buy a knife or two off of everybody who I can convince to do an interview with me. So but if I were to try and do that, I would be completely broke, and so it's just impossible on my budget. So but with Randy, this Kiridashi was very inexpensive, and I liked how the interview turned out. And I just liked Randy so much that I was like, man, I really want to get some of your work, and it really resonated with me. And Randy was cool enough to actually send me this knife as a thank you for doing the interview. He was very appreciative, and was very generous of him. So thanks again, Randy. And I'll tell you, I just want to talk a little bit about the knife and show it off, because I've been meaning to do a YouTube video for a while, and I've actually carried this for about, I want to say, 6 or 8 weeks. So, because we did this interview back in the middle of summer. So let's see. First of all, it is made of a file, and Randy likes to call it mystery steel. He doesn't know what any of the steel is. He just gets it, like I said, old spring steel and whatever else he can find or salvage. And he took his hammer to this and heated this knife up and pounded out this nice little choil and smoothed things out. And he put a little jimping on the top here, and it's very comfortable for a little knife like this that's just basically a file. Put some nice little ergonomics on there, and he also put this razor sharp mirror polished blade on there. Look at that edge, just nice. This is a Kiridashi, so it's chisel ground, and all you need to do to sharpen it is, and this was his recommendation, was just to take it on a strop and just strop it one way. And then I usually like to knock the burr off the back, and I'll tell you, this thing slices paper. It's thick, so you wouldn't think it would be like an awesome slicer, but you'd be surprised. It's a very nice, handy knife, and very affordable too. Let's take a look at the sheath, which of course was handmade too. And it's not perfect, but that is kind of part of Randy's appeal. You see, he's got a couple little holes there, but that's, his stuff is all handmade. It's put together. It's rough around the edges, and that's part of what I liked about it. And the sheath is very well made, sewn together. It's got this little belt loop on there, which is cool. I've mostly been carrying this in my pocket, but when he asked if I wanted a belt loop on there, I said sure, throw one on, and who knows, I might carry this on my belt someday or put it on a strap on one of my packs or something like that. So, and it's got the Church & Son stamp. So all in all, I love this little knife. It's just super cool, and I was floored to finally get a custom knife in my collection. So thanks again, Randy. Love the knife. Been carrying it for a while now, and if you guys haven't checked out the interview, I say definitely check that out. But more importantly, take a look at his website and see some of the cool stuff he's got there. He really does have some unique and just, frankly, some badass stuff. So totally recommend checking that out. Alright guys, so something a little different for you today, not a production knife. I'd like to say there'll be many more custom knife reviews, but probably not for a while. So thanks for tuning in. Take care now.